Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess. This is your fortnightly reading for the 1st of May through to the 15th. It is a general reading. So let's see what we have for you. I'm using a slightly different format today, Gemini. Oh, okay. We have in the recent past energies, we have the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. This is the energy that is leaving you at this moment in time that you've recently been experienced. Okay, we have the 4 of Cups. We have the King of Cups. A lot of cups coming through. We have the 7 of Wands. It's for the present energies. What else do we have for Gemini? Oh, gosh. We've got a lot coming through. I think that's probably too many cards there, Gemini, but we'll see. What else do we have for Gemini? Okay, lots of cards did want to come through for you. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands, we have the 9 of Swords, we have the 5 of Pentacles, along with the Hermit, I think, and they're going to put the Magician and the 6 of Pentacles together. Feels right. I'm just going to move all of these up for the near future, and let's pull a card. Gosh. So much happening for you. I think did this happen with your love reading as well? The cards just pop out for you. So we've had 3 cards that have come through from Soul and Spirit for you, Gemini. So we have Cheetah, Hawk and Cosmic Egg. I think that maybe there's a lot of messages that want to come through. Your Soul and Spirit are just wanting to really communicate with you. So let's start, shall we? So curious, I'm just looking at those 3 spirit cards. Okay, so this is you in the recent past, the 10 of Wands. Feeling overburdened, it's this sense of carrying a burden here, but the 10 of Wands is all about it's time to put it down, it's time to let go of that burden. You haven't been able to see where you're going for the fact that you might have been emotionally exhausted, burnt out, could have actually just been taking on someone else's worries or fears, or could have just been working too hard, but whatever it is, or just this overbearing sense of responsibility, but there's a burden here that we've realized it's finally time to release it. The energies surrounding you, we have this 5 of Cups energy, so there is something that has been this is something that has been let go of in the past, in this past energy here. So this could be disappointment, it could be loss, but with letting go of this burden, there has been some kind of this could actually be the person that you could be dealing with as well. This might not necessarily be you, Gemini, is what I'm getting now. I mean, it could be a loss related to something that has been a burden, but I feel like this is also someone that has been dealing with loss, someone that has been stuck in the past, or an energy that has been stuck in the past. So this is kind of, there's energies of loss. This person just needs to turn around and face those 2 upright cups, because there is a positive to this situation. It's not just all negative, but it could be just a little bit swayed towards the feeling a bit sad, or feeling that, rather than turning around and feeling the positive side of it. What's transforming is this 4 of Cups energy, which is sense of kind of maybe feeling a bit disillusioned or bored, or just stuck, feeling like that maybe there's not opportunities, or the stuff that is out there you don't really want anyway. So this energy is leaving and transforming, which is really great, Gemini. In the present, we have you as the King of Cups. So I think by letting that go, you found higher ground here on an emotional level. There's a sense of being able to be master of your emotion, to be able to go, look, that I can see that there's a lot of emotional turmoil around me. It might be around other people. It might be within myself, but I'm able to not let it get the better of me. I'm able to not let it affect me. So it's this resolute ability to hold yourself above that energy, which is really good. So yeah, it's like the eye of the storm, really. But yeah, it's beautiful. There's happiness here. It's being able to connect back into your heart without that sense of connecting into this loss and this burden that has been in the past energy. Energy surrounding you have the Seven of Wands. So there's this sense of, again, finding higher ground here. And again, you're in a powerful position because this character is in it. There is conflict here. So you're fending something off. You're fending, there's a sense of needing to fend either a group collective or what people think, or defending your position. But there's a sense of needing to fend something off, and it could actually be definitely related to that burden and that loss. But definitely making the decision to rise above what's happening and to find a calmer place within your heart and to defend that decision of this is where I am and this is how I'm feeling. So, but yeah, it's definitely, I feel like this is connected, this conflict is connected to that turbulent emotional energy that's surrounding this King of Cups energy, but again, being able to find higher ground. So you're going to find yourself in a stable place amidst chaos and some turmoil, but I don't feel like that's necessarily related to you. It could be a group collective thing. It could be someone in your environment, but definitely you're finding that emotional stability within that Gemini. What is transforming here is this, what's transforming in your life in this present moment is this Three of Wands energy, which is, it's seeing small successes. It's seeing a success and seeing a ship's coming in. But what I'm getting more so with this energy, I feel like it's connected to that 10 of Wands energy. It's letting go of that burden of putting a lot of stress on yourself to be managing lots of stuff and managing a lot of people and a lot of people's journeys and emotional journeys. It's this sense of you might have been a bit of a sponge and wanting to see people change or see successes or putting a lot of pressure on yourself for initial success. And I feel like that's what's transforming here. That energy is really, when I'm tuning into it, is connected to that. So it's helping you lift that burden that's coming up, Gemini. In the near future, and it could also be that okay, let's look at the near future. The Nine of Swords. So there might be a brief moment where you've managed to rise above the conflict, but you go back into it again for a little bit because there is a lot surrounding you. So you'd only be human to be able to go back in and go, oh, okay, now I just feel I've lost a bit of perspective on it all again. That's all I'm getting is a bit of loss, a bit of anguish, a bit of lost perspective, that it just overwhelmed by a lot of information coming at you and a lot of people on their own. There's just a lot of energy around you that you almost like a psychic sponge, Gemini. So yeah, it might get the better of you a little bit. The energy surrounding you with this Five of Pentacles and the Hermit energy. So it's a sense of, trying to find the answers, feeling like there's a loss of faith here with this Five of Pentacles energy that I'm getting. It's being left out in the cold, like feeling like this is the energy surrounding you. So again, is this your energy or someone else's energy, Gemini? Because this is the thing. I feel like you're taking on a lot of other people's energies, and this is someone that sees the universe as lack. It sees the universe as something that has given them a bit of a blow. It's somebody that's felt like there's a poverty of consciousness. They may be struggling with money, with finances, or just feeling like they've been left behind or left out somehow. It's someone struggling with not being able to connect and be able to get into that house, not being able to feel like they can find that place where they connect to spirit as well. It's someone very disconnected here. I don't necessarily feel like this is you, Gemini. I feel like this is someone around you that you're dealing with. And then we have the Hermit energy, which is exactly that, trying to find those answers within, trying to find the path, the illumination, trying to go very deep into yourself. And I feel like, this is you in the situation, the Hermit card. And it's like, you can see what they're doing and how they're kind of not helping themselves, these other people. You can kind of see their patterns. And there's a part of you that, because you're illuminating this, you can see this very clearly, but there's a part of you that kind of goes, should I be helping them more? Should I be doing more? But what's happened in the past is by doing more and taking on more of their things, you felt overburdened. So you're in this kind of interesting place here, Gemini, with this energy here. What is transforming in your life? We have the Magician card and the Six of Pentacles, which is amazing. It's this sense of, it's actually being able to detach yourself from those energies, finding a safe boundary around yourself so you're not taking on someone else's pain or grief. Because, there is a lot around at this moment, and that's fine. You can be really empathetic and compassionate, which is, I'm getting this beautiful empathy and compassion. But if you can't set up an energetic boundary or protect yourself somehow, or just find a safe space for you where you can replenish, like I said, you're going to get overburdened and overwhelmed. And that's what's transforming here, is the Six of Pentacles is all about finding a balance in giving and receiving. So this energy has all been about giving too much to someone else, or a collective, or an idea, or someone else's pain or anguish, or whatever this is. This could even be just, a collective thing. But it's what's transforming is bringing that back into balance again with that Six of Pentacles energy. And the Magician it's the number one, putting yourself first, okay? Number one. So, and having that very clear boundary around yourself. So I hope that makes some sense for some of you, Gemini. You can always reverse the meanings as well. You could feel like you're the one that's receiving and not getting enough back. But so let's see what Spirit and Soul and Spirit want to say to you. We have the Cosmic Egg, the Hawk and the Cheetah. And I'm going to start with the Cosmic Egg. The Hawk and the Cheetah are very connected. But I'm just going to put them down for the moment and talk about this Cosmic Egg, because I feel like this is the card from Spirit. This is a higher purpose card, and they have the snake coiled around this beautiful rainbow egg here, and it's nurturing something. It's very much saying, it's Kundalini rising. It's saying you need to protect yourself. You need to protect your own beautiful soul here, your own beautiful heart and energies. There's nothing wrong with that, because it doesn't mean that you're not giving enough. It's just this beautiful sense that you might need to nurture yourself because you've maybe given a bit too much of yourself here. So this is Spirit almost wrapping itself around you as well, kind of going, you need to really look at yourself, put yourself first. So it's sending love, but a very strong message to do that. So we have here the Cheetah and the Hawk energy. So that was more of a message from Spirit. This is more a message from Spirit about what's happening on your physical reality, in your 3D world, really. So we have the Hawk energy, which is very much feeling that you can see things from a higher perspective. You have this ability to understand and see what's happening with other people. You're very attuned to other people. So it's a very empathetic, psychic, intuitive energy here with this Hawk, but also just very smart. Like you can just, from a higher perspective or from a distance, see why that person's hurt, like the pattern that they're in and the reasons they keep doing the same thing over and over again and they keep getting hurt, and you can see that. It's just an example. But we have that Cheetah energy where it's kind of going back and forth. The Cheetah's going in the opposite direction from clarity, very fast. So it's saying, and that's what that Nine of Swords energy is that this is the kind of polarity between clear and running away from that sense of being able to see everything. And maybe that is a burden. Maybe that's the burden for some of you Gemini, because once you see very clearly that someone is in a lot of pain or someone's hurt, you do want to try and help them. But ultimately people do need help, but they kind of also need to, I'm getting that you need to kind of nurture yourself in this situation. So yeah, the cheater's more like moving away from clarity, the Nine of Swords, but you have this ability to find the higher ground with the King of Cups and to find that stability within situations. So I think that, you know, you can very easily go between one or the other, but just to know when you are in that cheater energy, heading in the opposite direction, going down that Nine of Swords path, if you find yourself in that energy, and it's very easy to find that yourself in that energy with what's going on. I have moments of it and then I come back out and I'm clear again and I'm going, what was I even thinking? But it might just be one day. But yeah, it's saying just to remember that that hawk energy is there, that clarity is there. So I feel like, yeah, you have this inner strength and ability to be able to find this clarity, Gemini, and that's what Spirit is trying to say to you. So I hope that makes sense and resonates for some of you. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you next time. Take care.